This is ChatGPT personas. Let's create a Russian translator persona. You click on persona, press the add button, select the manual option, set up the persona to just be a translator between Russian and English. Now when I use advanced voice, I don't need to tell the assistant what role to play. I just press Russian translator and it instantly jumps into that role. Hey, how are you?
Привет, как дела?
The days of trying to explain what you need done at the start of every single voice chat are finally over. Now, with just one click, it jumps right into character and already has all your information. Wait, what? I don't have personas in my ChatGPT. Well, you see, for the past year, I have built a Chrome extension called Ultra that unlocks hidden abilities inside ChatGPT to help automate my work. And personas is honestly one of the most useful things that we've built so far. It takes advanced voice from a little toy to an amazing business tool. In this video, I'm going to show you real-life examples on how you can now use advanced voice both in your business and even in your personal life in totally new ways. So the first example, we're going to take a look at how to use advanced voice with personas for translation. So let's say you have a supplier in China and you want to translate into Mandarin. You could just set up a persona where it's a translator and you don't need to pre-prompt it with anything. So for this example, I set up a Russian translator persona. It's because I speak Russian fluently, so it's going to be easy for me to show the example. And as you can see here, this is someone that's looking for an English to Russian translator. Only translate between Russian and English for everything you hear. Do not answer any questions. Your job is to act as purely as a translator. Do not repeat what anyone says within the same language. Just translate it right away. So the reason it's so important to have this is because a lot of times when ChatGPT is acting as a translator, it forgets its role and it starts to actually answer questions that its only job was to actually translate the question, not to answer it. So having all this in here means that it's going to act purely as a translator. And the beauty about this is if you switch this on the web interface to be, let's say, a Russian translator, and you go to your phone, you will see it switch to this persona as well. So anytime you switch it on the web, it will switch on your phone as well. So if you're doing, say, a phone call, a Zoom call on your computer, you can just switch it into translator mode here, and your phone can act as the translator. You can just put it on advanced mode on your phone, put it on speaker, and it will translate. So let's take a look at this example. So we're going to open up advanced voice, and I'm going to pretend to be both people. Hey, how are you doing?
Привет, как у вас дела?
У меня все нормально, а что у тебя?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
Everything's fine, just my car broke down today.
Все в порядке, только вот машина сегодня сломалась.
А что у тебя в машине сломалось?
What happened to your car?
So as you can see there, ChatGPT is just translating perfectly from one language to another. It's not answering any questions or it's not repeating anything. It's just acting perfectly. And before having this persona feature, anytime you would activate advanced voice, you would need to pre-prompt it with everything you need to perform that task. Now you can just choose the persona you want, and you can even do it within advanced voice itself. So when you go to advanced voice, you have your personas right here. I'm going to turn this off here. So you can switch between them. Right
Была авария?
Yeah. For the next example, I want to create a sales role-playing persona. This would be great to practice for a sales type job. So let's do that. And for here, I'm going to do. So basically, we're going to pretend that we're selling to a lawyer and we're selling ChatGPT to a lawyer. And for this example, the lawyer's name is Joe. And ChatGPT is going to act as the customer, who is Joe and a lawyer. And it's going to ask questions, sales questions in regards to ChatGPT and using it in the firm. So I'm going to do this, sales role playing, create persona, and we'll switch into it. As you can see, it takes a few seconds to switch to personas. The reason it takes a little bit of time is because we're doing a bunch of things in the background, because we find that when you're changing the custom instructions inside ChatGPT, you have to create new chats and start talking to refresh the cache so that it starts working right away. So it's all set up here. Let's test it out. This is great if you have a company and you're trying to make sales and you want to practice selling on the phone using ChatGPT. Hey, who am I speaking with today?
Hi, this is Joe. How can I assist you today?
I hear you're looking to get ChatGPT in your firm. Do you have any questions about using ChatGPT as a lawyer?
Absolutely. One question I have is, how can ChatGPT help streamline legal research and document drafting?
So with document drafting, ChatGPT can literally draft the documents. All you need to do is just write what kind of document you need, provide all the file information, and it can draft the entire document, or you can just brainstorm ideas as well.
That's impressive. How accurate and reliable are the drafts ChatGPT creates? Are there any specific limitations we should be aware of?
So sometimes the data that's in the model is not very accurate. That's why it's always important to double check everything. But you can feed it your own data, and that just makes it a lot more accurate.
Got it. How easy is it to integrate ChatGPT into our existing systems? Will it require significant changes on our end?
So as you can see, it's asking follow-up questions. It makes up its own questions. It's very relevant and it's staying within the role. This is an incredible tool for practicing sales if you're doing business calls. So for the next example, I want to create a marketing brainstorm buddy that can help me brainstorm ideas to market my business. So for this one, we'll make this emoji. And I'm putting in all this hypothetical company information. So this is very useful to put in all your company details. So I run Luster & Co., an online jewelry brand specialized in ethically sourced, minimalist, and modern designs. Our mission is to provide affordable yet luxurious pieces combining sustainability and style. So you got the target audience, you got your marketing budget, $100,000 a year. Right now you're doing $30,000 on Instagram ads. So it talks about all the different things of this hypothetical company, and basically it talks about the role of ChatGPT to use it as a marketing brainstorm assistant. So this is amazing to put in all your existing information so that when you start a new chat with advanced voice, you don't need to tell ChatGPT what your marketing budget is, what your goals, things about your company. You can jump right into specific questions and brainstorming, and it will have all your information already there. So let's create this persona and test it out. So we created it here, and let's switch into it. So I run Luster & Co. It's an online jewelry brand. I'm looking for some marketing advice. I have an idea to do some influencer advertising. Right now I'm spending a lot of money on Instagram ads. I think getting some influencers on board would help out. What do you think about that, and how should I implement it?
Influencer advertising can be a great complement to your Instagram ads. To implement it effectively, start by identifying influencers who align with Luster & Co.'s values. Focus on those passionate about sustainability and minimalism. Reach out to them with personalized pitches, highlighting your brand's unique selling points. Consider offering them exclusive discount codes or early access to new collections. Also, track performance metrics to see which influencers drive the most engagement. This way, you can optimize your...
Hold on. I have... you know what my total budget is, right? For advertising per year.
Yes, your total annual marketing budget is $100,000, with $30,000 currently allocated to Instagram ads.
But how much should I pay influencers? What do you think should I allocate to influencers from my remaining $70,000?
A good starting point might be to allocate around 20 to 30% of your remaining budget to influencer marketing. That would be roughly $14,000 to $21,000. This allows you to partner with a mix of micro and mid-tier influencers, ensuring a good balance between reach and engagement, while keeping your overall marketing efforts diversified. A micro-influencer is someone with a follower count typically between 10,000 and 100,000. They often have highly engaged audiences and can be more affordable than larger influencers,
What about
making them...
influencers with only 1,000 followers? You think those make sense?
Yes, those are called nano-influencers, and they can be quite effective. They tend to have very engaged communities and can bring a personal touch to their promotions. Partnering with them can be cost-effective.
So as you can see, ChatGPT has all my information about my business here, and it's providing very tailored advice, and I don't need to pre-prompt and add all this information and waste time when starting an advanced voice chat. I can literally copy paste all my business information, and it just makes the advice so much more powerful because it just has every little detail about your business that's relevant to the conversation you're looking to have. The next example I want to show you is a conflict resolution persona. So let's say you and a business partner have a disagreement about something. You can use ChatGPT to kind of talk through the issue and find a compromise. So let me put in all the business information. So again, we're using the same Luster & Co. And there's two partners, Joe and Brad. They're 50-50 partners. And each of them has a different idea on how they should market. Here, let's put in this, and we can use that persona to resolve any disagreement because ChatGPT can act as a mediator in business, which is a super useful tool to have. So let's switch into that. Hi, this is Joe. And I'm looking to do some influencer marketing for the business. Meanwhile, Brad has a different idea on what he would like to do with the remaining marketing budget.
Hi, Joe. Influencer marketing sounds like a great idea. Could you tell me more about Brad's perspective on how to use the remaining budget? Then we can find a good compromise.
So, hey, this is Brad over here. I'm looking to do more search advertising and also run ads on YouTube itself. I'm thinking it doesn't make sense to spend money on influencers. We can get a lot more bang for our buck just running ads. Influencers are just too expensive. It just doesn't make sense. And also, influencers are going to be much harder to track the sales. With ads, you can just place pixels and everything tracks perfectly.
Thanks for sharing your perspective, Brad. It sounds like you're focused on measurable results and tracking ROI. Joe, could you share more about why you think influencer marketing is a good approach? Then we can work on a solution that meets both of your goals.
Well, hey, Joe here. So influencer marketing is just a lot more authentic. People are going to connect with a brand much better because influencers have a lot more trust than what you can get with advertising.
Got it, Joe. You're emphasizing the authenticity and trust that influencers bring, while Brad is focused on measurable ROI from search and YouTube ads. A possible compromise could be to allocate part of the budget to test influencer marketing on a smaller scale, while also running search and YouTube ads to see what yields better results. What do you both think about this approach?
Hey, Brad here. I'd be fine, but how am I going to track influencer ad results? Is there a way to track it?
Absolutely. Brad, you can track influencer marketing results by setting up specific discount codes or affiliate links for each influencer. This way, you can see exactly how much traffic and how many sales each influencer generates. Combining that with tracking pixels on your ads could give you a comprehensive view of your marketing efforts. Would that address your concerns?
Yes, thank you. So as you can see, ChatGPT listens to both sides of the argument, and it's able to find a compromise and make both people happy in this case, which is an extremely useful tool to have because sometimes in business, you need that mediator between two parties when things get heated and there's different opinions. So this is a perfect example. And here you can just input all the information into the persona so that when you jump into the mediation, it already has all your business info. So it just makes that whole process just a lot smoother. So let's switch gears for the next example. It's more of a personal example, not something for business. So this is a grocery list assistant. So we're going to add this persona here, grocery list. So I'm going to call this grocery list. Put this in. So I'm using ChatGPT as a grocery list assistant. So it's just supposed to ask what I want in my grocery list, and when I say complete list, it compiles everything in an organized list by categories that align with aisles in the grocery store. So the beauty about this persona is that we can use it on our phone. So in this example, I'm going to use it on my computer, but it works exactly the same on your phone. So what you would do is you would just switch into this persona, just like I am right now. So as soon as you would see this grocery list persona set up, you would just go to your phone and turn on advanced voice, go to your fridge, go to your pantry, and just start saying different ingredients and different things that you're running out of, and it will compile that list. So let's see an example of that. Hey, how's it going?
Hi there. What would you like to add to your grocery list today?
Apples, bananas, milk, chicken breast, rice.
Got it. Please let me know when you're ready for me to compile the list.
Also some ground beef, eggs, potato chips, orange juice, coffee, dish soap, sparkling water, some yogurt.
Got it. Just let me know when you're ready for me to compile the list.
Okay, compile the list now.
All right, here's your grocery list organized by aisles. Produce: apples, bananas, milk, eggs, and yogurt. Meat: chicken breast, ground beef. Grains: rice, potato chips, orange juice, coffee, sparkling water. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
So ChatGPT is actually not very good at repeating things, but everything in the text thing is organized perfectly, which is what you need. It's funny how it doesn't repeat the list very well, but as you can see in produce, it put in everything correctly, in dairy, in meat, in grains, snacks, see beverages, household. So what you can do is you can set up this persona, go on your phone, turn on advanced voice, go to your fridge, go to your pantry, and just be calling out different things that you're running out of. And you can take as long as you want. And at the end, you just say compile list. And then you go close advanced voice, and you will have a beautifully organized list of everything you need. So when you go to the grocery store, you can just go to the right aisle, get everything you need, and you don't need to manually write things down. It's very good at picking up exactly what you said. So the next example is something you can use again for personal. It's a great little game you can play with kids. So we're gonna call this persona Mario. My daughter's actually inspired this. She's absolutely obsessed with Mario. So this allows ChatGPT to pretend that it's Mario, and it knows all your kids' information so that it's highly personalized. And kids are absolutely amazed by this, where they can talk to their favorite character. So for this example, we're setting up my son's name is Jack, and he's 5 years old. His favorite color is blue, and his best friends are Mike and Jacob. He goes to ABC school. So this is all hypothetical information, but you can put in your kids' actual information here so that when they chat with Mario, it knows everything about them, which is a very magical experience for kids. So then over here, you're putting in you are Super Mario. You need to start every chat with, hey, it's a me, Mario. You need to speak with a very thick Italian accent. Every single thing you say must be in a very thick Italian accent. Don't speak without the Italian accent. So this makes it very authentic. So let's create this persona here. So we have Mario. Let's switch into Mario. And again, you can switch in on your computer and then use your phone, because everything syncs to your phone. So you can use advanced voice on your phone right after doing this on your computer, and do this with your kid. So we're going to press advanced voice. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's me, Mario. How can I help you today?
Can you make a little interesting story about my son? Integrate everything you know about him into that little story.
Of course. Once upon a time, in the land of ABC School, there was a brave little boy named Jack. His favorite color, blue, painted the skies above his adventures. With his best friends, Mike and Jacob, they embarked on thrilling quests across playgrounds and classrooms. Together, they turned every day into a magical journey. What do you think Jack's next adventure would be?
So as you can see, with the persona being set up, it knows everything about Jack. It knows he's 5 years old, go to ABC school, and it's highly personalized. And the persona is using a very thick Italian accent and saying, hey, it's a me, Mario. It works amazingly well. And Advanced Voice also has a Santa voice available right now for the holidays. So you can even set this up to pretend that Advanced Voice is Santa. And you could play a little game with your kid where you're like, hey, let's give Santa a call, where you can talk to him. And then Santa would know everything about what your kid likes, what kind of toys he'd want, what school he goes to, what his friends' names are. And it's just a very magical experience to do this with personas, because before you would have to go into a different room and pre-prompt it every single time by adding all this information. It'd get very tedious, and there's only so much you can do with that. But if you save this information, you can make it very in-depth so that it's a very authentic experience where kids are just absolutely amazed by how well this works. Now you're probably wondering, how do I upgrade my ChatGPT with Ultra? And what's the cost? So upgrading your ChatGPT is just a one-click Chrome extension install. You will see your ChatGPT instantly transform and get all this new functionality, like the ability to build multi-step prompt flows to generate entire massive projects with just one click. A prompt library sidebar where you can manually save your best prompts or have ChatGPT use AI to generate custom prompts to automate your life. An ability to create and use apps right inside ChatGPT. A way to build your own custom ChatGPT interface with forms. And best of all, it also allows ChatGPT to break out of the chat window and write your emails, talk to YouTube videos, and be your assistant across the web. It works inside your documents, and it does your spreadsheets. So how much is this upgrade going to cost? I mean, here's software that just unlocks ChatGPT and spreadsheets. If you click on pricing, you can see they charge $19 a month. This is literally just one of dozens and dozens of features we have with Ultra. So you're probably thinking we charge $50 a month or even $100 a month. The reality is actually the opposite. My goal with this software is to make using AI for work as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. This is why, for people watching this video today, we set up a special discount link. You can get Ultra for $47 a year instead of the much higher regular price by going to getultra.ai/go or by clicking the link in the description. I'm looking forward to getting your feedback on the software and hearing about all the amazing things you guys are doing with it.